What's going on, guys? It's Delirious. Welcome back to the channel, and today I got a unique storytime video about when me and my college roommates went to the 2025 Super Bowl in Philly, and somehow we managed to survive. So, to briefly introduce the cast to you guys in the story, it's me, my boy Dub from the previous video. We got Jose, my roommate, who was like permanently chopped out, like bro was never operating correctly. Christ, who is my roommate. He's funny as hell, super jacked. And he's like fucking yoked as hell. And we also have Q, who is a year younger than us, but here to enjoy the chaos. So to start off the day, we make a borg, and to basically summarize what that is just a gallon jug filled with like water, Mio, and a very questionable amount of liquor. So we're walking around campus holding a fucking science experiment that we made in my dorm room, and we're like, we're going to Philly. So we're checking Uber prices. We're like, yo, for $200, there's no fucking way we're gonna make it back and forth. So we do the college option route, which was to take the bus to the train station, and then from the train we land in Philly. We get on the bus, everything's going smooth, and I'm sipping the Borg like it's like a pre-sun, and before you know it, we get on the train. Now that's when my body starts filing complaints with this Borg. Yeah. My bladder is fighting for its life. I'm sitting there sweating, shaking my legs, and I'm just like, yo, I'm not gonna make it. I'm telling Dub, I'm like, bro, like, what is there any options? So I tell him, yo, check my six, keep a lookout for me, and I drink as much of the Borg as I can. I zip down my pants in a public train, and I take them off completely. I pee back into the jug, like a recycling system, saving the environment, shall I say. People are looking at me like I broke 14 laws simultaneously. We finally touch down in Philly, and the city's already going insane. We're walking around trying to find a spot to watch the game. Every place is charging like $100 cover just to be inside. So we end up finding this one joint, pretty sure it was something called like tomato pie or whatever. And on the bottom floor there was pizza, and on the top floor there was absolutely havoc chaos everywhere. There's TVs, it's packed shoulder to shoulder, and the vibes are just flowing. We grab some beers and we head upstairs. Now, remember Jose? Yeah, he's permanently chopped, right? So, a waitress is coming upstairs carrying pizza, and Jose bumps into her. And instead of apologizing like almost any one of us or a normal human would do, this guy starts pressing her. He's like, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, get your pizza out of my face. Like, she almost dropped the entire tray, and Jose's acting like she committed a crime. Everyone's packed in there like sardines, and no one knows what's going on. We're just dying laughing. So at this point, we're locked into the system. We get a beer every 20 minutes and a pizza slice on the hour. We're basically like clockwork. It was a full schedule. Halftime comes on and Kendrick Lamar is performing. The only really vivid memory I have is mustard. You know how it'd be like that one song, and that's it. That's all I remember from the halftime. So, continuing on a little bit after, my boys are locked into the game. We're like, let's go Eagles. They probably have parlays, bets placed, whatnot. And me, I'm running around like it's a networking event because I'm not as interested in football as my boys are. So I'm just trying to get numbers, talk to shawties, set up post games, and I'm getting rejected left and right. I'm like 0 for 7, but I'm still confident, that the night's gonna live on. The game ends, the Eagles win, and we immediately leave because we know what's going to happen. We step outside and it turns into a GTA server. People are climbing poles, dudes are playing instruments in the streets, there's horses like in the middle of the city. I don't even know where they brought them from, and there's cops everywhere with a riot shield, making sure everyone stays in the street, and leaving space for like emergency people. Crowds are getting bigger every second, and we light up a joint and walk into the madness like we're a part of it. So the stampede goes on, and we're trying to head back, but there are so many people. Like, we actually have to hold hands in this situation. Like a kindergarten field trip. And at some point, we look back, Jose's gone. We're like, yo, where did this guy go? He vanished. There's no warning, no goodbye, just deleted from our existence. We're looking around like, yo, where's Jose at? There's nothing, no signal, no sight, no Jose. So eventually we're like, alright, yo, we gotta cut our losses. He'll figure it out. We're basically the worst friends of all time. But at some point we had to be like, yo, we're gonna miss this train. So we somehow make it onto the train, and we're absolutely hammered to the fucking T. We make it back to the bus, somehow still function. We get back to my room, and finally spark up one more jet. We're sitting there just debriefing, be like, yo, like, what a night. And we're like, yo, do you think Jose's still alive? I mean, we lost him in a crowd of people. I wake up the next morning, hungover beyond belief. It feels like I got hit by a truck driven by my own bad decisions, and I walk out. Who do I see? Jose's ripping a fat chop like nothing ever happened. And we're like, yo, bro, where were you? He's like, yeah, I got lost in the crowd, so I just Ubered home. Casually, just like that. Like, that was normal. So, yeah, now it's Monday. We believe this took place on February 8th, 2025, and now this was Monday. So, that was our Super Bowl trip. We lost our boy. He respawned the next morning, and now we have class. So we end up getting ready to class, like almost nothing happened, and we're just like still recovering for a week straight after that point. Thank you guys for tuning into this story. Drop a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, and let me know what kind of stories you guys want to hear. We have a lot of stories, and I promise you, we have many worse ones to tell. Anyways, thanks again, and I'll see you when I see you. Peace.